woke up feeling fine. Then your name crossed my mind. It wasn't even deep, just a thought, just a line. The sun was in my eyes, people rushing by. Funny how a normal day can make me wanna cry. I was almost okay for a moment or two, then something reminded me of me and you. I was almost okay till the feeling came through. Guess I'm doing better, just not over you. I cleaned up the room, threw some things away, kept the ones that hurt, just in a different place. I don't replay the fights, I don't replay the pain. I just miss the quiet parts when you knew my name. I was almost okay, didn't feel the ache, didn't feel the weight of the choice we made. I was almost okay, and maybe that's true. Guess I'm moving forward, just slower than you. Maybe one day soon I won't say your name, but tonight I was almost okay. You're packing up your thoughts, I can see it in your face, like you're already leaving, even though you're in this place. We don't talk about it, we don't say it loud, but something in the silence is screaming through the crowd. If we're almost done, not over yet. Don't phones face down, clock on the wall. We're saying nothing, but I feel it all. Your jacket's on, but you're still here. The moment right before everything disappears. If this is all we have, stay right now. Don't think it through. Stay right now, like we used to do. Stay right now, just one more sound. Say my name. Stay right now. We don't talk much, but I understand. Some goodbyes start with holding hands. I don't need answers, I don't need help. I just need you. Stay right now before we fade out. Stay right now, just hold me close. Stay right now, that's all I want. Stay right now till
Yo, what it do?
you're leaving later. Stay right now
All right, get this sorted.
when the room goes
Yo, good morning, everybody. Good morning.
and you turn.
What a fucking sell last night, right? What a sell.
Right now.
All right, down 2% on NQ. Here we go. If we're gonna go for 24.1, it's gonna be today, right? Hope everyone's having a good morning. Let me minimize this. Let's get to it. All right, let me get this.
It's been a long day. I can see it in your eyes. You don't have to say much.
Yeah. I was thinking it out right now.
Already know why.
All right.
The room feels heavy.
24.1, right? Like that's pretty much the only liquidity we have down here. Oh, we have S&T with these lows from Thursday. You guys know what the bigger picture is. We want to see.
I'm not asking for forever.
We want to see those lows
Just
down here. So that's my main goal here. 24.1. These are just like whatever. 24.1. Of course, he dumped it overnight, bro. Caught a banger last night. Look at this. Look at this, bro. It was a banger. Let me see if I can make a TikTok real quick about it. Or an IG reel. I'll make it later. Explain your trade, bro. It was like, okay, so I hate to say it, bro, it was market intuition. Like last night when we traded at these gaps right here, when we traded at these gaps, I'm like, bro, this is not, I don't know what it was, bro. I was like, this is not gonna hold. And I think, I don't even know if this is a real like ICT concept or anything, but I mean, just looking back at it, those 4-hour gaps, right, that were made consisted of literally, it was like this area right here. Like this 4-hour, that 4-hour gap was simply based off these 1-minute candles that happened off yesterday's open. So I don't know. For me, it's just that kind of helped me with our bias. I'm like, this is pretty easy to get ran through. We had low resistance liquidity built through. I was bearish overall because of 24.1, and I still am. We had finally swept these equal highs here yesterday. Equal high sweep, moved down. So 4-hour rejection. When we kind of closed this gap right here, we created a 4-hour BPR slash OB. I was working down on the time frames, right? It was all really bearish. Once we created that 4-hour plus OB, we created a fair value gap on the hourly chart. This is what I learned in the Discord. We shorted this, and then while we were trading into this 4-hour gap, I was just like, let's see what's gonna happen, right? And on the 15-minute, there was just no pullback. Like it had no strength, or exactly no strength out of this 4-hour gap. There was no impulse up. We just chopped all the way back down, and then we eventually started dumping really hard at London Open. And I was up for all of this. If I look tired, that's why. I went to sleep literally like, dude, I slept so bad last night. I have the whoop. My recovery was like 20%. It's just really yeah. I was just up all night last night. So putting risk on today, we'll see. Yeah, I know you texted me at, what was it, like 1:30 last night? But yeah, the move happened overnight. I mean, we've been waiting for this move forever, and I had a feeling like it was gonna happen. It was gonna happen all at once. The last night was like, I guess it's the perfect conditions. It just kept going and going and going. But we're not done yet. I want to look for 240. That's the biggest draw for me. If we don't hit 240, then down. But yeah, this 15-minute gap here told the story of the 4-hour inversions. Now we just gotta wait and see what happens. Like I said, we have some SMT, but I want to see lower. I want a 24.1 is still my target. Do you just trail? I actually took multiple entries. I think my biggest trade was like 200 points off open. I shorted literally off of Asia Open, and then 200 points during London Open, and then I shorted like in between the lines a little bit. I think it's like 5 trades. Yeah, I alerted a Asia alert in the Discord. Yeah, should be an interesting open. I'm not too sure what we're gonna get here off this open. Ideally we go lower, but we'll see. We will see. We have a fat 15-minute gap here that we're tapping into right. There's actually a BPR. Probably ends up rejecting here. I just hope today, like, we just continue like another like 1%. We're good. Hey, this after big move, my consolidation. Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, if you didn't take shorts last night, it gets very difficult because we already took out that low on ES, but we have it on NQ. However, we're already down 2%, and I think this, if we're gonna go to 24.1, today's gonna be the day. Or like along 24.1, we have also like these lows on here, 24.2, but that should be the draw here. Let's hope. I had such a hard time running big bounces on props 23K in days. Thank you, bro. It's just the market conditions are good. That's all, bro. It is very difficult. Also, my risk was higher because we finally got that liquidity sweep on the equal high at 24.1 or 25.1, excuse me, like up here yesterday, right? So for me, I was like, okay, if I blow them, I blow them. But I risked the whole account on that first initial short. Basically risked 50 points. No, not 50. Probably like 60, 70, like 75 points. 3 minis, 75 points as well as 4,500. And then I was going for like 200 something points. So it was a good risk reward. I mean, it's like almost, what, 3-1? And one of my favorite. But all right, we got 20 minutes for open. The biggest kind of like 4K if I could draw. What I do with my props, right, is like if I catch a big trade, I like use that as extra leverage. Like if I was up like 10K last night, and I was like, okay, I have 14.5K worth of drawdown now to use. So things like that. I am still bearish on the day. We'll see how this hourly close, 4-hour closes. Do you scale into position? I don't scale into positions. I that's something I need to work on, but I don't do it often. I usually just enter my full position and that's it. Unless it's like a really big, unless it's a swing position and things like that. Or they're working. I mean, we'll see what VIX opens up at. VIX is probably spiked crazy right now. I don't mind if we go lower and then back up. That'd be fine too. It's just 24.1 needs to be taken out this week, or it's gonna get low probability again. So chat, is there even a reason for me to run with the balance on Top Step or no? No, right? There's no point. I'm seeing if I stop right here, where would my live account be at if I go in? To run up the balance. You do see high probability. Honestly, I do. I think this could drive lower to the downside. Let me make an IG reel chat. We'll make an IG reel together. You guys can see the behind the scenes. Influencer era, guys. Hold up. All right. Let's see how many takes this takes me. Guys, we finally got our downside move on NQ. No more getting fisted by the market. We did the fisting. We got $23,000 on our top step accounts. I have 2 of them, and then I have 1 consistency account, so over a $50,000 night. We'll see if this continues down into our external lows, but very, very good sell in our Globex session, and we finally got our move. Good. Thank you. How you been, bro? He shows the trade. Yeah. So I took multiple entries last night, right? There's a lot of entries that I liked. First entry was a little bit iffy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I took it straight off the open of our. So this is our close of our New York, right around here. So, and this is our 6:30 open, bro. I literally took this trade off the open purely off of liquidity, where liquidity was right. My overall target last night was this low here at 790s. I took a short right at open here, caught a move all the way down. 220 points right there. We're already up 12K per, right? 12K per. I did get caught in between the lines here a little bit, trying to play a reversal. I wasn't sure if we're gonna reverse or not. And then I took a loss. I was back at like 9 to 10K. Not a big deal. Then go to the hourly time frame. What did I look at, right? Wait, let me see. I took a loss somewhere around here. It was very quick. And then what I saw was this hourly gap. This is the one I learned in the Discord. Once this hourly gap, this is also where I added, excuse me. That's where I added. So I had 2 contracts here at 2, and then I added 1 at the fair value gap, and then I had 3. And that's when I was scaling in and out. And then I got back into a full position at 3 here. Like that 12K, whatever it was. Took a couple losses, and then before our session opened here, so we kept going lower and lower, right? So after liquidity sweep happened, we still moved down another 40 points. We created a 15-minute fair value gap. Once we rejected this 15-minute FEG, I took another entry here into our London Open. And once our London Open happened, I kind of held through it, and then we dumped pretty significantly. So the hourly gap was very important. The open candle was kind of iffy. You didn't really have to take that. The hourly gap and the 15-minute here. I'm not sure, Coach Fred. There might have been. Yeah, I took multiple jabs last night. Keep that in mind. It wasn't just one single trade that I took that I held for 400 points. Which in realistic terms, that's what I need to work on, right? Just holding one single trade for that whole night, and I'll probably would be better off than I am right now, which I'm not complaining, but it's less stressful too, which I think is why Lanto is so much ahead of everyone else, is he's able to hold those trades without going back in the market, right? While I kind of flip flop in between.
I see a shadow on the wall, echoes of love. I feel alone. We danced so far, we lost control. Now I'm just talking to my soul. I keep replaying what we had, the sweetest dream that turned so sad.
Can you explain your elevation? Why not approach Lanto? Because it's just hard, dude. There's a reason why he's 1 of 1, bro. All right, let's see. The hourly gap, right? It was right here. This hourly gap was really good because if you look before what happened before the hourly gap, if you go to replay mode, right, this is your structure here. You have, so any unmitigated 4-hour gap is really good sell side liquidity. So what happened was we came back down, we left relative equal highs at 800s, we came back up into this hourly gap here, makes it very, very high probability with equal lows basically resting below with the unmitigated 4-hour gap. So you can take your entry out of the hourly gap, target the low here. That's why it's the most high probability. Yeah, Dan, he got it with that. He's very good with that. All right, chat, make sure you drop a like on the stream. It helps me a lot. Also, we'll do some giveaways as the stream goes on. We'll see what happens in the morning or in the open here. Just be a little bit cautious at open. We already have a 2% day. Let it pull back if it needs to. Then we'll go. Apex had beef with Smart. That's why. So buys for today, I do want to see a little bit lower at 24.2. Might get a retracement at open because if you look at the daily chart, we have, I don't like, S&T has been so iffy lately. Sometimes it holds, sometimes it doesn't. But this 4-hour looks pretty good as well. That I'll show you guys in a bit. But this low from February 6th down here is, we got some S&T, but I ideally like to see lower. We have a volume imbalance down here on ES, which I want to see filled. But yeah, the 4-hour looks good. We'll see where it closes. Hourly is currently rejecting. But yeah, on Apex, you guys can use code DESI. When will Stonk be back? He should be back in Puerto Rico right now. He had to check up on some, he had like this nasty cough for a very long time. So he had to go check up with that and stuff. All right, if you guys are trading evals, you want the best rewards and everything, basically you get rewards for simply using the code. Make sure to check out Smart Prop Firm. But yeah, Stonk will be back. I don't know, he might be back today, tomorrow. I'm guessing sometime this week for sure. Good, Mill Supreme. Let's go. Let's good. Yeah, I'm looking at the hourly. There's a lot of higher time frame inversions happening. There's 4-hour as well. The issue is that we have SMT down here, which kind of sucks. I want to see this taken out. And possibly what could happen is we close this 4 hour where we are right now. We create a fair value gap, right? We tap into the FEG and then we could look for shorts, something like this. That could be solid because we have a BPR here. But this fair value gap has not formed itself. It's still 36 minutes on this 4 hour candle left. We could get a buy line open and kind of violate that thesis, but that would be pretty solid too. Well, risk management on funded accounts and live with harsh price. I mean, it's usually just realizing 2 trades a day. If you lose both of them, you're done. Like, I want to say, oh, I don't trade harsh price action, but I've been trading this whole month and this whole, or like last month, and it's been pretty bad. So all right, we got 6 minutes before I open. Like I said, make sure to share the stream, like the stream. It goes a long way. The more people in here, the faster we get to our giveaway goals as well. Thanks for streaming, sharing knowledge. I got you. I got you. It's fun being on. Your overnight trade was a banger, bro. I know it delivered so nicely, and it kind of sucks that we didn't do it for New York session because I feel like no one was awake at that time. But if you're awake last night, you got paid. It was a simply, dude. Unless you were trying to long it, then you got cooked. But dude, it was such a good like short setup. Like we were literally tapping into like these one money gaps and just nuking like another 100 points. Like, bro, this is great. Look, it just OB simulator, bro. OB. We were just tapping into every single order block. 5-minute retracement here at literally it was around like, I think it was like 12:30 my time right there. Such good price action. A lot of pull. The thing is with these sells that are kind of controlled, it's so good because there's so many pullbacks that you can get into, which is what happened. It was just very clean. Very, very clean. I was in from Asia. Nice. I went to sleep at 1:30. Eastern or Pacific time? Yeah, I want to sleep. I was like, damn, bro, I'm gonna have like 3 hours max to sleep and I'm gonna be back up for a New York session. But it's good though. I'm not complaining because I want this type of volatility. That's good. That's good. It's hard to stay up, bro, and wake up on time. Really is. We're going higher. I mean, I think we could see a retracement, but I don't know if we're gonna go higher. That would kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. Do you think today will be better? I think so. I think we'll get some entries today. Around long potential to a 4-hour FEG close my laptop. That's what I'm saying. If we create that 4-hour gap, that's probably gonna be like the highest probability draw this morning. But it's like, are we gonna create it? That's the question. We still have 30 minutes on this. We're about to get the open here. We'll probably get some extreme volatility. And this low is not that far away. Like, this looks so good. This SMT with the ES. I gotta be a little bit patient before I start jumping into this. But I really do like the setup for lower. I wish there was like a 5-minute gap or something down here where I can take. Yeah, bro. I caught like 380 points last night. I think QQQ is down like what, $12 or something. All right, here's our 9:30 open. Let's see what we get. All right, chat. Are we gonna close more than 2% or less than 2%? Like, are we gonna be down more than 2%, or is it gonna be 2% and lower? Higher. I think we close it right at 2.1% or 2.2%. How much is it to drop until it's low? Another like, damn, that'd be like a 3% drop. I think 2.5 if we really want to go for it and do it. All right, so mark out some liquidity up here. ES is kind of taking off right now, which is fine. The volatility is here, chat. Let's look at VIX real quick. VIX is probably spiked to the max. Yep, 20% down VIX. That's really nice. Using VIX, you can pretty much like get the daily range. All right, there's our high. Mark out some internal sell side. The hourly looks like a retap in the hourly gap. No 4-hour anything yet. All right, we have a 1-minute gap possibly forming. I would take this straight up like this. If we were to take this out, I would take it. That would be pretty solid. I'll put this aside for now because no point in having it out. I post this on Discord. I'm gonna go 0.5 risk on this if we get the entry. All right, chat, make sure to drop a like on the stream. Let's get to 100 likes. We'll do a giveaway. We are currently up $50,000 from overnight session, up 50K. So the risk today in New York session is going to be very light compared to what we normally do. See if we can get a quick little sweep of the high inversion to the downside. That'd be great. It would be right, but I would also be like size down on this. ES has relative equal lows, not even relative. They have perfect equal lows on here. What would your entry overnight? If you go back in the stream about like 5-10 minutes, I go over the exact entry and all that good stuff. Stay patient, chat. That's the name of the game. We'll get this 2 jabs today for more downside. 2 jabs. That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna go half risk on each, which will equate to a full risk position. We do end up taking both. All right, well, the plan here is that when we take this entry, which I'm gonna take right now, we'll go break even at ES lows. Yes, good. When ES 600 is low today, we'll go break even. That's kind of the plan. All right, let's see it. When ES 600 is low, we'll go break even. Wide-ish stop loss, but the size is 0.5 risk, so keep that in mind. 0.5 risk only. I'll get this like a B plus B setup. Only reason I give it a B because I have 15-minute OB there. Wrong way, NQ. Wrong way, buddy. Holy shit. Chat, the market's going the wrong way. It is completely going the wrong way. Oh, no. Damn. That's nasty, bro. Damn, bro. I got stopped out in 2 candles. Holy shit. All right, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That right there makes me super iffy for this downside continuation. That should at least deliver to ES. I'm gonna give it one more jab. All right, that was 0.5 risk. I'll give another 0.5 risk on the next setup if we get it. But damn, that's a little iffy. I'm not gonna lie, a little iffy. I mean, I already kind of feel out what the next setup's gonna be. It's gonna be this fair value gap here, but I'm very confident we're gonna drive into these lows. Like that, I think is almost guaranteed. But it's just like this 4 hours is gonna start expanding to the upside. We have to wait until it gets like the 650s probably. I think it's just you. I'm not muted, right, chat? I'm good. Hello. I mute myself? Testing. No, it should be good. All right, chat. I'm not a fan of that move at all. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe refresh. It might just be YouTube bugging out. Yeah, ES already took out that Thursday low, but still, I would want to see this drive lower. I'll put that right now. Refresh. Chat, I feel like I want to take this straight off the hourly gaps. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like trying to cherry pick a good entry might it's not worth it. Playing the gap straight up might be the best bet. If we leave this low again, that's annoying. But I don't think we're gonna leave the low. I think we'll close around 2% today. That's gonna be my bias. What's the difference between EOD drawdown and trailing? Trailing drawdown is basically, I mean, trailing drawdown. You know, if you're up 500, you go back to break even. You're down 500 on the count. Your drawdown. End of day is not like that. It's completely different. Chat, are you guys willing to take the trade with me again? Because I will jab this. I'm gonna jab this with super wide stops. Like I'm talking about like stops up here. And I'm gonna aim for all these lows. Stupid wide stops. I'm gonna probably swing trade this too. Where's 24.1 at? We'll keep it at a 1.5. All right, we'll enter with a smaller size than we did before, and we'll add our way in. How about that? I'm not gonna lie, chat. If you guys are trading options, you guys rather take NDX on this or SPX, whatever you guys like to trade. It is gonna be more gonna be easier to kind of not go red on it. Like I would take NDX. Damn, these are spiked up crazy. What are we at right now? 550 NDX, like 450s on NDX, about $8,000 the contract. Those are good. I would take those. All right, chat. Let's grab this small size again. We'll grab the small size again and see. Thing is, ES about to take out is low. We'll see how if we take it out. I don't even know if we're gonna take it out at this point. If we take it out, we'll see. Where do you trade options? Robinhood. We'll see if there's a continuation. Robinhood. Size small enough, guys, where you can add more and kind of use this as a swing trade versus a just day trade. My plan is to kind of hold this for a while. The more back and forth I go in a market, the worse my trading is. What do you trade? Answer that. Yeah, Robinhood's pretty easy, but I think level 3 has SPX, NDX. Weeble's pretty good. My bad, guys. Let me. Hey, Chad, if you act nonchalant for real and you don't look at the market like this, you actually become green. So if you just like look away, did it work? It did not work. Fuck. Bro, ES is very weak compared to NQ here. Low-key concerning. Low-key concerning. Because ideally what you would want, right, is like ES about to drop. Let's say from that IFEG, it's a 10-point drop. In that 10-point drop, you would want to see at least a 50-point drop on NQ, right? That's pretty average, like 5 points for NQ every point on ES. So you can go like break even or like kind of change up the trade a little bit how it looks. But if we're not gonna do that, we'll get a little iffy. I don't want to go break even after 20 points. All right, there it is. All right, we'll keep a super tight risk now. Like we don't need to have that risk up there. We'll keep it like 590s. See if we get continuation or not. At least we have SMT, chat. This is to me right now, it's gonna come a little 50-50. I wish ES was low-key at like, or NQ was down into his 500s right now, but at 500 we'll be up like 50 points. We can go breathe. Super volatile. Make sure you guys size down. VIX is spiked up 20%, chat. 20%. That is a massive VIX spike. And in any normal sense right here, this would be my break even because we have so much SMT at the lows. But like I said, I don't want to go break even after 20 points on ES and NQ. You guys can if you want. I'm just gonna keep it here. I'm risking such a small amount. This would be like trying to get basically a top tick on this. I'm only risking like a couple $100 on this. Okay, if this SMT doesn't hold. If this SMT does hold, then it's just super low probability after that in terms of more downside. We got SMT at these lows down here for the 15-minute time frame. We got SMTs at these lows. Let's go to the here from Thursday, February 5th. We got SMTs at the lower day for today. It's just not worth it. This is not going to be worth it. All right, pretty much closed out for BE. All right, pretty much BE on that trade. First trade's a loss. I'm not gonna jab this too many times because this is gonna get lower probability. Why not bias for longs? Because bro, it's just so much sell side still down here. I don't want to long this at all. Unfortunate that we're choosing NQ to short here, which I thought NQ was going to show more weakness. But yeah, short looks way better. Definitely not high probability conditions by any means. Like these lows are going to get swept. All this low resistance liquidity will get swept in a couple candles. It's just a matter of when. If you guys are trading and you guys want to catch a downside move, if you're like not really too worried about your entries, definitely this is why I like trading options in these conditions. It's just that they're very expensive right now because obviously the gap down happened, especially if you're trading NDX. I think out of the money, even 100 points is around $8,000. Yeah, I saw a Discord. If you want to trade this, trade NDX and ES or NDX and SPX. Even though the IVs, I mean, if you have a large account, obviously, like I normally when the contracts are 8 to 12K, they move still really well. I just don't like taking out of the money contracts on ES or NDX and SPX. This LR chat is gonna get ran through. How low is ES gonna go? Is a question. I'm staying short bias until the hourly and 4 hour tell me otherwise. That's usually what I do in these trend days. Success account successfully blown. What accounts are you trading? If you're trading trailing or intraday trailing drawdown accounts, I kind of get it. A lot of points, bro. A lot of points. Size down. Size down. All right, ES, bro. Look at where ES is, and we look where NQ is. Technically, NQ should be down another 200 points off this move. But that's good draw on liquidity on ES. Do you do stop loss routine? No, I don't. I don't. So instead of using like a, for example, right? Let's say I'm using a 20% stop loss on 0 DTs. I'll just size in with that 20%. For example, instead of 10K with a 2 or 20K, oh my God, instead of 10K size with a 20% stop loss, which is 2K, just size in with that 2K and you'll have no stop loss. And you probably do better because like NDX, when you trade NDX and you trade a SPX, they move very quickly. So you can be down one candle down 20-30%, and then it reverses the same candle, right? So much back and forth. Relative equal lows left behind on ES, 15-minute gap or 15-minute OB created. NQ just in la la land. Like this is ideally like to see this reject for lower. Thick PA. I mean, dude, they did it all overnight, which I'm glad I traded overnight, because if I would have missed the overnight session, this would have been a rage quit stream. I'd have been like, they always fuck New York session up. They never leave it for us. Which is true. They never leave it for a New York session. Yeah, this is like really bad though. I expected it a little bit iffy sometimes, but this is getting really bad. Chat, make sure you drop a like on the stream. We'll do a giveaway while you see price draw into its overnight low on ES. Let's just pull up the ES chart. Fuck the NQ chart, bro. This is much cleaner. It's like 17 points on ES that we could have had if I just traded ES instead of NQ. All right. Make sure to drop a like on the stream. Share it, everyone. We'll do a giveaway here shortly with Smart Pro from points. Basically, you can redeem the points for evaluation accounts. You guys are just joining in. One loss so far in New York, one break even. I don't know how much more risk I'm gonna put on. I was up 23K on per account. I'm up like 21.5 right now, so still really solid. don't want to give too much back though. That's the thing. With NQ not moving at open, ES is moving down nicely, but NQ just kind of holding everything together. I'm gonna text in Discord right now, see what I'm looking at. All right, basically what I'm saying is like we have relative equal lows on ES. I want to see those get tapped before anything. I had a feeling we could consolidate after session done. Still have, yeah, NDX with NQ. So you can use either NDX or QQQ. QQQ is going to be 1/10 of NDX prices and stuff like that, basically. I suggest using QQQ because it's a little bit more chill, and also you don't need that much capital to trade it. With NDX, you need a lot of money, right? And then SPX and ES are the same, and then SPY is also 1/10. So SPY, SPX, ES, and then NQ, QQQ, NDX. Just waiting for ES to take out the slow. That's literally what I'm waiting for this. Yeah, NDX is NQ. Yeah. It's just the non-futures version of it. I think you're good, D-Hoodie. I think ES short is the best short right now. I wish I shorted ES. I would have been up like 20 points instead of NQ just running around in circles, right? I think you'll get that move down into 67.42. All right, 10 a.m. is happening here. The 4-hour candle is about to close. We'll see where it goes. So the 4-hour candle. Bro, NQ is just not moving, bro. This is really bad. The 4-hour gap's really far. It's about 170 points. ES is going to be around 50 points. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Sure. Like I said, I'm done looking at NQ. I'm just going to look at ES for this move. All right, let's start the giveaway real quick. Let's do it real quick and then go back into trading. I'll link the Discord right here. All right, giveaways live. Make sure to press this little celebration button to get join. Boom. You get points you could redeem for eval and stuff like that. All right, there's the NQ low or ES low, excuse me. All right, chat. Unfortunately, the setups were really bad, but we did get the move to ES lows. I'll take the blame on the first trade of the day today. That was, I want to see continuation off open, but it did not bring it to. Very hard for me to see how this doesn't go lower on NQ, especially if we got a 15-minute closure below this. ES has swept the low. ES next. So the thing is, even though we have S&T with these lows on here, on the daily chart itself, ES is way higher than NQ, right? So NQ is close to these lows down here. ES is nowhere near these for the daily, right? This is from November 21st, 2025, November 21st, 2025, right? So this is still 2.5% for ES and about 1.7 for NQ. But in terms of price action right now, it's just oh, nasty work. Nasty. Could be breaking at a higher time frame range. Yeah, it depends how this daily candle closes. If this daily candle somehow wicks back into like 730s, bro, I'm fucking losing it, bro. Like, actually, this would be a perfect day to create like a daily order block, and then we'll get a retracement to daily OB into lower prices. Well, let's see what NQ wants to do. All right, let's clean up this chart a little bit. Let's clean this up. So we had a sweep at the high, obviously. And we just have SMT with these lows. The overnight lows down here. ES is much cleaner. Like that IFEG trade that we took on NQ, the second one we closed for BE, like that would have been a what, 26-point trade on ES. Yeah, I feel like there's weeks and months out of the year where ES becomes much cleaner and then NQ becomes much cleaner, but ES has definitely been taking the cake lately. All right, giveaway winners are Corey and Scrag. I don't know what the thing is with people who already won. I don't know if they have a better chance of winning, but there's so many duplicate winners. It's actually insane. Just rigged, bro. It's rigged. This is really high resistance right here. They're fighting at these levels, chat. They're fighting at these levels. I still think they're gonna drop this. Taking forever. Yo, I gotta find a new giveaway bot. Scrag, I know you're listening to the stream. You won on January 7th, February 18th, and today as well. What the fuck? There's something fishy going on. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. That is actually crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hate watching now. They won that shit 3 times in 30 days, bro. Or whatever the fuck the math is on it. 40 days. All right, low key, just because I don't like how they keep winning, I'm gonna lower the smart prop firm points to 300 for you, Scrag. I'm so sorry, but like I'm gonna redo the giveaway. I'm not gonna redo the giveaway, but I'm gonna. Corey hasn't won yet, so that's a new person. I'm just gonna do another giveaway. All right, let's do more. I'll give you all you guys 500, but let's drop a like on the stream. We'll do another giveaway. I'm gonna see if this shit's really rigged, bro, because it's really looking like it. The highest resistance still I've ever seen, especially on a day where he dropped 2%. You want me to enter? But yeah, if you guys want the giveaway, just DM me the email. No, you gotta join the Discord and then enter on the Discord. The giveaway tab in the Discord. I linked the Discord above. Like, scroll up on the chat. It's there somewhere. Chat, this is fucking price action. All right, 150 likes. We're running another giveaway though. Even though the price action is ass, we'll bless the chat with giveaways. Dude, NQ short is fake as fuck. I'm not putting risk on for the rest of the day. This is exactly how you give back gains. The IPG, dude, this IPG, dude, NQ is a dumpster fire right now, bro. Like, what the fuck am I looking at, dude? So how's the weather, guys? So, let's start the giveaway, bro. I can't do this price action, bro. This is ruining my sleep time. All right, what other bot do we have? Okay, we have this one. Let's do this one. Well, we're gonna speed run this one. We're gonna do 1 minute on this. For those who are active, sorry, we're gonna do 300 smart price point. Is that it? Yeah. Winners 2. All right, press this button right here. End in 59 seconds. This is gonna be a quick one. It's gonna be a quick one. Chat, you can use these smart prop firm points for a lot of things, by the way. You can use it for eval, you can use them for copy traders, things like that. A bunch of stuff. More stuff's actually coming out soon on what you can use it with. So, really cool stuff. All right, I haven't seen these winners before, so hold up. This bot might be the new bot. What do you guys think? Is this the best bot in the game? All right, congrats, Richard and Easy Trades. Make sure to DM me your smart from email. I'm not gonna go ask you for your email. You need to go DM it to me. If you don't DM it to me, you're not getting the points. If you have any issues after I send it to the team after a couple days, make a ticket in smart firm. Not me. Thank you. Brian's burner. Definitely his burner. And we missed absolutely nothing. Wow. Wow. Chat, if you guys are new, make sure to drop a sub on the stream. We're almost at 10K. I like this bot confirmed you entered. Yeah, okay, that's good. We'll use that from now on. Bro, if we tap into the 4 hour, bro, I'm gonna be depressed because this is actually a big ass 4 hour. I'm not trying to go up 200 points, bro, before moving lower. Just bro, overnight was so smooth, and then just decided to cook everyone who entered the party too late. But the sell side is really good. It's just high resistance. That's all it is. I do believe it's gonna get hit, but it's just taking forever. I mean, Manoli, my other boy Ruben's been trying to get me to stay up for London session. I haven't, but Loki got to start after this. Bro, part of me thinks this low resistance gets ran through, and then we're just gonna. That's it. The low's already in. That would suck so bad, but that's actually a pretty big possibility here. All right, I'm about to just knock out on the chair right now. We're doing a sleep stream. I'm gonna spam my Discord notices when we hit sell side. Chat, tomorrow is my last stream in this office, by the way. Let me zoom in on this one. It's the era of this office is ending. We have made over $1.5 million in this office, and it's coming to an end. This office has served me well. Made a shit ton of money. Had my Apex run in this office. I might do a little office. I mean, you guys could pretty much. This is the whole office, but I'll do like a separate video for like a little tour. See how it looks like and stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be the end of this office. We're moving. Got movers coming in tomorrow. So we'll have tomorrow morning stream, and then I have movers coming in. I'm gonna get everything set up, and then the next stream you guys will see me. Hopefully everything's good by tomorrow. I have everything set up, so I can just stream at the new place on Thursday morning, like the regular. You guys won't notice the day miss. But if stuff isn't set up, if the internet's a little iffy, whatever the case may be, technical issues, definitely Friday. But I'm gonna try to get everything set up by Thursday, so we can go live in the new office. I'm not gonna have everything set up like this in the background, but it's gonna be. Hopefully, I have my desk and stuff. Should be good. No, we're still gonna stream. I'm just moving into a different place. It's a longer lease. The next one. It's 13 months. This one was only 6 months. But I need a bigger space, so a bigger space. All right, chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. A lot of chop. There's so much chop. If you guys traded overnight, I mean, that was it, right? I hope I was able to give you guys some type of education. I wanted to give you guys a banger trade, but can't force something when nothing's there. I'll see you guys tomorrow stream, Wednesday morning, for the last stream in this office, and then we will go into Thursday with the new place, stuff like that. All right, peace and love, chat. I appreciate you guys. The new office will bring beautiful price action. That's a guarantee. The market is for sure going to turn around as soon as I move into that place. So watch for that. 6 months already. That's what I'm saying, bro. Time is fucking flying, chat. Make sure you guys utilize your time wisely. It is flying. I was like, oh, 6 months. That's such a long time. And here we are, right? All right. Peace and love. Catch you guys tomorrow. If you guys are in the Discord, I'll stay there throughout the day. Update you guys. If I see any other plays, I will alert it there. All right. Peace and love. Peace and love.